One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will have the first possession of the game. A long way to go for this offense. The give to the tailback. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. And the Demon Deacons are in the hurry up. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast.
What the?
We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 30. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Peace. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Motion from the back. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it.
Feels like I'm playing bumper.
Makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Oh, curls.
Was to pass. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. It's complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return.
Woo!
He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race.
Woo!
He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going
Alright,
to
Wake
go.
is just
Gets it down
freaking
to the 37.
giving it to me right now.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He's just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed,
almost done.
get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. to reverse. Makes a man miss. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10.
42, Spider.
Going with the ground game left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. The Mustangs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Handoff to the lone back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Hold on.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Bro, if they would have picked that.
The Mustangs send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll send the back in motion. Going right to work up top. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down, TFL, 2nd down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field.
Yep, they
went
did.
3 and out on their
Sure
first
did.
possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Gay. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw, it's Fuentes. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Here comes the offense on first and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's McDaniel. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Mustangs will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, SMU. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets to his progression, David, he hits you in stride.
As much as I want to play the freshman
Man, it's your job to do the rest.
who started the first 2 games, I think I got to start this guy.
It makes it so easy. The
think I
connection
gotta
between
start.
quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defense.
No way.
Understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in first and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another.
Oh, it's picked off.
And some defensive backs
Here we
just have a way of
go.
finding
Here we
the football. He's
go.
starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Mustangs are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Dropping back, it's Fuentes. And that defense
Bad
gets to
play
him, and
call.
down he goes at the 9.
It's a bad play call.
I think about getting the football maybe out on the perimeter somewhere because you're getting beaten and eaten alive in the interior. You had a gain of no yards the last play. You just gave up the sack. Put your quarterback, put the football out on the perimeter in space.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Brother.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they've regained the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And the pass rush is effective.
Good night.
Tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their...
And the defense gets
Good night.
bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
Oh, come
Really
on.
good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Oh, my gosh. Oh. Woo.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Fuentes.
Ah.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Gonna swing it on second down. Looking for a deep man. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown Mustangs. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabs it in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First play of the drive comes from the 38. To throw, it's Fuentes. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football.
Brings it in down the left side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's straight. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He'll take a shot to the end zone, and it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and
there he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Finds his man. It's straight. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for room. It's Beard. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Gets the back moving. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The short hands, it's Cherry. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
We jump on sides or
Got
something.
3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Cherry. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 42-yard line. And the Demon Deacons have this offense rolling. The give out of the gun. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout.
Damn.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Reads it, fires complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a
And we're still no huddling off of it.
long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line.
Gee whiz.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They go to the ground. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get a first down here. We'll see.
Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Freshman brought down after bringing that one in. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back.
Gee
And
whiz.
there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. hauls it in. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Here's the pressure. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up.
Can my pocket hold him up?
We've been treated
Gosh.
to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Not even dropping.
So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Connection to the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, two wide out to either side. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the route is on. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Feels the button, looking for daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up by 28 over Kentucky. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
The number one goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grab near the marker. It's Cherry. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Beard. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple.
Breaks into the open. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Might as well stick with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They'll move the tight end. The hand to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.